YouTube? This is your boy Alex. It is Friday. Alright, today's video is going to be a very fun, interesting YouTube video today. Today is going to be another episode of Sex Game. Now, 24 hours ago, I did one about Chad being fearless of the body count. It seems it may be a successful video. If not, I understand. But today's video is very different. I did say 3 or 4 days ago, I did promise you people I was going to do another video about BBW women. So today's video is going to be called Sex Game. It's going to be a 2-for-1. It's going to be BBW women and older women. Because there are some older women who be like, when you going to give us some respect and credit? When you going to give us a shout out? And then a lot of BBW women get shout out to my video, but this is a 2-for-1. This is going to be called Sex Game BBW women with a / older women, black, white, Mexican, sometimes are freaks in the bedroom. Yes, I know it's a long title. You might spit out your Coca-Cola, your Pepsi, your Mountain Dew, your Sprite, your 7-Up. I don't think anybody drinks Sierra Mist, apple juice, orange juice, water, tea, coffee, whatever it is you drink. Powerade, Gatorade, you heard the name of the title. It's called Sex Game, BBW women and older women sometimes are freaks in the bedroom. Oh yeah, I did promise this one black girl at 7-Eleven that I would make sure my brush was kept up to date. Hold on. Like Muhammad Ali used to say back in the day when he was boxing and laying the smack down on them bums' candy ass, I must brush my hair 'cause the press is here. I gotta brush my beard and my hair 'cause the sexy black women, white women, sexy Mexican mamacitas, and Asian women and Indian women and Samoan women are looking at me. And the brothers be like, come on, bruh, get your hair and your beard together. And pretty soon it'll be time for a haircut. So hold on. Let me look good on camera. Because people be like, if you're going to be looking good if you're going to be talking on camera or talking shit, you know the old saying, at least look good while talking shit. Hold on. Oh, and for the fellas, look what I got over here, fellas. Look. Yeah, I got this for the fellas. Hold on, I know y'all can't see it, but I also stay in shape doing the accident. So that's for the fellas. This is for the men. I stay in shape. And this is for the women. See? Told you, you're going to like today's video 3 to 5 times better than yesterday's video 24 hours ago. Now let's get on with the video presentation. If you're not between the ages of 18 to 35, if you're not in your 40s, if you're not in your 50s, if you're not in your 60s, do not watch this video because YouTube have an algorithm that will demonetize and delete your videos because they're looking at who's age appropriate, who's not age appropriate. So some of these videos are adult content. So if you're not an adult, if you're not a man, if you're not a woman that's graduated from college, or if you're not in your 30s or 40s or 50s or 60s, you shouldn't be watching this video. I don't want your parents or grandparents to come in the room and catch you and go, what are you doing watching this asshole's video? Well, we told you about watching videos that are for adults, that is adult content. Yeah, I don't want you guys to get in trouble. You get in trouble, I get in trouble, then YouTube come down my neck and be like, well, we told you, man. We told you about telling us if your content for adults or not. You guys understand, but there are people who watch my videos that have gotten me into a lot of trouble in the past because adult content is adult content. You understand? Now that we got that difficult part, right, let's get into the subject of the video, right? Don't worry. Before the video's over, I will brush my hair and beard again. I might do that in the next 3 videos. Because when I go out in public, people be looking at me like, if you're going to talk shit on camera, at least look good while talking shit on camera. Wouldn't you men and women agree that if you're going to talk shit, at least look good talking shit? Alright. Sometimes in life, BBW women are some freaks in the bedroom. It don't matter if it's black women. It don't matter if it's white women. Don't matter if it's Mexican women. They have their best moments. They are freaks in the bedroom. You got to give them some respect and some credit. Not all big women cannot, work your ass in the bed. There are some women that will work the shit out of you in bed. I had this one guy that I was friends with since I was a little kid, during high school and college, and he was not into skinny women. And a lot of us was like, why are you not into skinny, slim, athletic women? This is at the time when I was young, dumb, and stupid and did not know any better. And he told me, man, when you get a girl that's between 90 to 120 pounds or 130 pounds, they break like a pencil. That's what he told me. They break like pencils and pens. You hurt their arms, you hurt their legs. And he was like, I'm like 6'4", 230 pounds. I'm all buff and swolled up. What am I going to do with a girl that's super small and skinny? And I was like, you do have a valid point. And when he started playing football, the only type of women he could get were BBW black women and BBW Mexican women. Now, what I like about BBW women, don't matter if you're black, white, or Mexican, is they know how to cook food in the kitchen and not that McDonald's and Burger King bullshit. When you go to McDonald's and Burger King, I can see you get that for lunch and dinner when you come from work or from school, but we talking about real food. We talking about food that's actually food. And it's good to have processed food, but not all the damn time. Sometimes that shit make your stomach hurt, make your stomach go into shock, make you get the runs. That's what I'm going to call it. Instead of calling it the shits, I'm going to call it the runs, because you always run to the bathroom 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. You get the runs. Some of that processed food give you the runs. And some BBW black women, white women, and Mexican women, they know how to cook in the kitchen. Like, you cannot touch them when it comes to the bedroom, and you cannot fuck with them when it comes to the kitchen. They will lay the smack down in the kitchen. Trust me. They'll cook breakfast, they'll cook lunch, and they'll cook dinner. And you'll be trying to find ways to come back to the house or the apartment because the food will taste so damn good. You'll be like, man, who cooked this? And they be like, damn, homegirl over there that's 230 pounds cooked this? Yeah. So they got skills. And I think that's how BBW black women, white women, and Mexican women make up for being fat and overweight. I'm serious. That's how they make up for it. They got some skills in the kitchen. This is where I give y'all some respect and some credit. You get a lot of respect and a lot of credit. See, most guys don't give women like this no respect and no credit. Respect is respect. Credit is credit. You earn the respect and the credit. You get the respect and the credit that you deserve. They can cook their ass off. Trust me. Some of the best food I ever had on family picnics, road trips, and family reunions, they were cooked by BBW women and by older women. Not to say that I ain't had some young women in their 20s that can throw down in the kitchen, but I'm going to say 60 to 80% of the time, picnics, family reunions, birthday parties, family gatherings, is usually BBW women and older women who cooks the best damn food, the best breakfast, the best lunch, the best dinner, sometimes the best dessert. Like, they'll kill it with the dessert. You be like, can I get seconds? Can I get thirds? And they be looking like, get your greedy ass out of the kitchen. Everybody gets a piece. And you be like, God damn. I'm serious. They so bad in the kitchen. And I'm talking about the way they whoop ass in the kitchen, the way they kick ass and take names in the kitchen. They would make people who work at McDonald's, Burger King, and some of these expensive ass restaurants, they'll make them look like amateurs cooking food. I'm talking about BBW black women, BBW Mexican women, and BBW white women. It'll make some of these people who cook food look amateurs. Like, and I'm not making this up. Hell, that's how come my mom was one of the best cookers for a long time, because she got put up on some game, and trust me, and why is it kept closed? That's where I get some of my best cooking tips from. It's from older black women, older white women, and older Mexican women, and BBW women. I get some of my best cooking advice and tips from them. So black women that can cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I do find physically sexually attractive, not just because they got big, firm breasts to play with and the big butt. I mean, yes, there's always going to be qualities of a woman you find physically sexually attractive, but what about the intelligence? What about their skills? What about their personality? Now, I know some men going to say it's all about sex. In my video, I don't just talk about sex and dating. I talk about sex and dating and the math and the science. I try to bring other elements into the video subject. So it ain't just, oh, he's just an ass man. Yes, I am an ass man. Everybody knows that. My mom knows that. My dad, my uncle, The Undertaker, Chris Jericho. All these people know I'm an ass man. I told you, it don't matter if it's a black woman, a white woman, or a Mexican woman with a big ass. I'm an ass man. That is just my nature. Some guys are a breast man. I just happen to be an ass man. I do like big titties, but ass first, titty second. If the girl got some long legs, that's number 3. Okay? I'll make another completely different YouTube video maybe tomorrow or Sunday on another controversial subject. That one's going to be talking about what's the difference between natural ass versus fake ass. Because that's also something I've been seeing on the internet for like 15 years, and I have never made a video commenting on what do I think about it. This one, we're talking about giving BBW women and older women the respect and credit they deserve, okay? Everyone on my channel gets respect and credit. Doesn't matter who you are. Black, white, Mexican, Asian, Indian, Samoan. You could be Russian. You could be German. Male or female. Young or old. Black or white. Everyone gets respect and credit. Okay? Just because I don't mention it in one video, it doesn't mean that 2 months from now or 5 months from now or a year from now you won't get no credit, because you will. Like this fine-ass Mamacita BBW girl 3 days ago right here in the hood at 7-Eleven. She gave me some great service. Asked me how was my day. My day was. Smiled at me. I smiled back. Actually, she smiled like twice, which I found very physically sexually attractive. I got hit on, and I actually hit it on her back, you know. And she weren't that bad looking. I mean, she looked good for her size and for her age. Her hair was washed and kept clean. Her nails was clean. And this ain't the first time I actually made a video about a BBW Mexican girl that I crushed on, and they actually saw the video go viral, and then they saw me in person a day or 2 days later. I did it with this other chick that works at Big Lots. I find her physically sexually attractive because she's funny, she cracks jokes, and she can carry a strong conversation. And she don't know this or not, but sometimes when I talk to her, I speak to her because she helps me build up my conversation skills. And I think she kind of knows it at this point because I talked about the car she drives. I know she's seen the video because the next time she saw me, she was like, that's a good video that you made about the car I drive. Like, she was shocked that I even crushed on her. Yeah, certain people in the area I'll find physically sexually attractive if I like their personality. Yeah, this girl didn't look that bad. Like, she looked pretty presentable. See, they always make you think on the internet that BBW women are, you know, of course there's the obesity epidemic. Of course there's that. But then you have some women that go to the gym and they do work out. And I've seen BBW white women in the gym. I've seen some BBW Mexican women in the gym. You do know I did make those videos like back in 2019. And I do see some BBW black women in the gym. Now, should there be more in the gym? Yeah, they should be. But they do go to the gym. They do work out. They do exercise. They do make the effort to eat fruits and vegetables. Now, should they do it more? Yes. But let's not always pick on someone because they're at a disadvantage or they're having a bad day. We all have bad days. We have advantages, we have disadvantages. It's called life. Sometimes we do good, sometimes we do bad. Sometimes we know what we're doing, sometimes we're confused and we don't know what we're doing. So let's not always be the big bad bully all the time. Let's try to look outside the box and understand where these people are coming from. It's not easy when you get in your 30s, 40s, and 50s. It may look easy to other people, but to other people it may be complicated. So let's not always try to be the big bad bully. Try to understand where everyone comes from, good and bad. You might have a bad day and you might want someone to understand where you're coming from. And guess what? They may not be forgiving to you. That's just something to understand here. Now, let's switch over to the older women. Older women. Once again, I've said it. Older black women can kick ass in the kitchen. Yes, there are some older black women that they have a big butt and some big breasts. I'm going to find them physically, sexually attractive. Same thing with older white women and same thing with older Mexican women. They find me physically, sexually attractive. I find them physically, sexually attractive. Not just because they got the ass and the breasts and they look good in their 30s and 40s and 50s, but there's other qualities. They're respectful. They will point out some of the mistakes I make, not just here on YouTube, but mistakes like at work or mistakes at the gym. Sometimes they'll pull me to the side and say, hey, young man, you need to do this a little bit more better, a little bit more digitally. And they give me the information that I need to self-improve myself. Most guys, they'll be like, oh, fuck that. I ain't no punk. I ain't listening to nobody. And then you wonder why you look stupid 5 months, 6, 7, 8, 9 months later. It happens to me too. Sometimes I come to them for advice. I look at them as the Jedis of Star Wars. And I know some men will be like, man, what the hell Star Wars got to do with this shit? What Star Wars have to do with it is that I come to them for advice. They'll tell me if I'm doing something right or something wrong. They'll tell me if I have the advantage or I'm at a disadvantage. Do it all the time. If I go into a store and buy some cans of fruit, like there's this older black lady that looked like she might be in her 50s, got a nice athletic body. She always give me advice when I come to 7-Eleven. She'll be like, if I were you, I wouldn't buy those cup of noodles. I'll buy this one. That one's better. Sometimes I take the advice. Sometimes I don't. I mean, I'll tell her, I'll try everything at 7-Eleven. And she'll like, you need to eat more healthy food and leave the junk food, processed food alone. I'll get told that too. So it goes more to it than just she got ass, she got titties, and long legs, and she good. There's other qualities too. Because most of the time, most men just focus on the sex part and that's it. I do both. I focus on the sex part and the qualities of black women, white women, Mexican women, Asian, Indian, and Samoan women I find physically, sexually attractive. Same thing if you're a golf BBW girl, okay? I've even ran into some older golf women that got badass athletic bodies. I had no idea they went to the gym and got into that type of shape. That shit surprised the hell out of me to see a golf BBW girl at the gym. I'd be like, God damn. But my point is, there are some freaks in the bed sometimes. Now we can focus on the good stuff, the stuff that men be like, hurry up with the educational shit. Because some guys like the educational in my videos, and some men, for reasons I'll never understand, they don't like when I do the educational part of the video. Women actually like the educational part, and some guys, they just don't like the educational part. They just want me to talk about the sex because they want to go out and get laid, and then when they don't get laid, they want to track me down, whether it's playing basketball or at the gym. He'd be like, man, you didn't give me the best advice in the world. And I'd be like, I'm not a pickup artist. I'm not a dating coach, okay? I don't like pickup artists and dating coaches. I tell you my good experience and bad experience and nothing else. And they actually mistaken my good and bad experience as being a pickup artist and a dating coach, which is actually sad. Because as many videos as I make about how I can't stand the pickup artist and dating coach community, they mistaken me as one. I'm not going to mention any names. I ain't going to mention no YouTubers, but they have mentioned me in their videos and accidentally mistaken me as a pickup artist or a dating coach. And I've always told you, I'm not a dating coach. I'm not a pickup artist. If you want to call me a bad boy, fine, call me a bad boy. I don't think I'm a bad boy, but if you think I'm a bad boy, I'll prefer you calling me a bad boy or a player than a pickup artist and a dating coach. I think bad boys and players are more real than the pickup artists and the dating coaches. Now, I'm not saying being a bad boy and a player is any better than pickup artists and dating coaches, men and women. What I'm saying is, don't call me a pickup artist. Don't call me a dating coach. If you're going to call me a player or a bad boy, that's what I prefer, okay? Now, that we got that out of the way, the older women are some freaks in the bed. I mean, whoo, man. When I go to the gym, there's this one black woman that's in her 50s, and she do not look like she's 50. She look like she's probably between the ages of 40 to 45 years old. And this black woman goes to Planet Fitness in Inglewood. I say hi to her, and sometimes she say, like, she do not look like she 50. Like, she 50, but she don't look like it. And she actually gets hit on by a bunch of men. I remember one time I was wearing these yellow pants at Planet Fitness, and she called me a fireman. And I don't know who, but someone thought it was funny and started playing Lil Wayne's Fireman, which I thought was funny myself. She looks good for her age. Every now and then I'll get hit on by black women that's in their 40s and their 50s. And they be having badass athletic bodies. It's not always, she got to 35, 40, 50, she hit the wall. Yeah, they do hit the wall, but if they stay in shape, fitness makes it to where it's not noticeable. And I'm probably going to make a spring break video called Sex Game, how you can still be physically sexually attracted to an older woman in her 40s and 50s, and how does fitness make up for her looking older. Because some women can get away with being those ages, and then when they tell you their age, you spit out your water or Coca-Cola, and you be like, what? You 50, but you don't look 50. Good genetics. Fruits and vegetables, drinking water. Watching what you eat, watch what you drink, watch what you smoke. Yeah. So, there are some freaks in the bedroom. Like, same thing with the BBW girls. There are some freaks. I'll tell you what I mean by freaks. Let's see. Oh, 6 years ago, I was at Venice Beach playing basketball. And there was this one black girl that was 230 pounds, BBW black girl. She had her hair braided up, and she told me she's like I think she either said she's from the islands or from Jamaica. And we were playing basketball, and nobody could guard me because of how big I was, muscular-wise. And she started to guard me. Like, I'll guard your ass. And instead of playing basketball like she was supposed to, she grind up against me. And I'm not trying to make the video get taken off the internet, but you can use your imagination. And that was a black woman that was a BBW, 230 pounds. I found her physically sexually attractive. When the game was over, she started talking to me about, yeah, you big, you buff, you strong. How much you bench press? And I was kind of like shocked that she would even, study me and be like, man, this guy's put together like Hercules. So, yeah, same thing with white girls. When I go to Disneyland, Six Flags Magic Mountain, I always get BBW white women like, he's big, he's buff, he's strong, he's Hercules. Sometimes they'll say Hercules, sometimes they'll say Thor. I've heard Thor more than Hercules. And then sometimes I've been called the Hulk for obvious reasons. I've even been called Wolverine because of my aggressiveness in the gym, playing basketball, doing boxing, and mixed martial arts. So BBW women can play sports. That's another thing that makes me find BBW women physically sexually attractive. They play sports. Once again, it ain't just because they have a big butt and some big titties. There's other qualities. Now, the BBW Mexican girls, oh man, when they cook their food, whoo, man. And then they teach Spanish. So, yeah, it seems like every job I get, they always teach me how to, speak Spanish. Yeah. The older white women, they also help me with my conversation skills. It's not always sex and dating. Trust me, they'll say, well, sir, you need to lose this much weight or build this much muscle. Or you'll look better if you dress like this. Don't always say this to a girl. They'll tell me. I'm talking about the older white women. And then sometimes I'll get checked out by the grandmothers. Don't ask me why, but I get checked out by sexy, hot, white grandmothers. It be some grandmother black women too. They be checking me out. I don't be noticing it, but my friends be like, dude, she's a grandmother. She checking you out. I either be trying to buy something to eat, go to the movies, or do my workout. Half the time, I don't even know that someone's even looking at me twice. Like seriously. Now, for the older Mexican women, they, for whatever reason, they just, when they see me, it's like